In this recording, we're going to learn how to find quotients of complex numbers that are in radical form. In our last video, we did it for polar form of complex numbers. So you might remember back in Algebra 2, we said when you have a fraction, you can't have a radical in the denominator of the fraction. And of course, I is the square root of -1. So it is itself a radical, and we're not allowed to leave I in the denominator of a fraction. So what we're going to do to rationalize this denominator is multiply by something so that we get a rational denominator. And that thing is called the conjugate. Okay? You might remember that the conjugate has the same terms, but the second term is its opposite. So we're going to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, and in doing so, we're hoping to get a rational denominator. Let's see if we do. So I will leave it to you to try to distribute out the numerator and distribute out the denominators. Play the recording when you're ready. Okay, so hopefully you took time to do that. If not, please do that now. We're going to distribute the 4 and distribute the 3i. In the denominator, we're going to distribute the 2 and distribute the -5i. So it'll always be like this. You'll always, when you have two numbers of the form a plus bi, you'll always have a rational number, two imaginary numbers, and then a term with an I squared, which of course we're going to turn into a real rational number, because I squared is -1. So now we can combine some like terms. You will also, because we multiplied by the conjugate, we kind of made this happen. It's kind of like difference of two squares almost. These middle terms are always going to be opposites. They're always going to add to 0. So your denominator is just 4 plus 25, right? Because it's a -25 times -1. Your numerator, well, our a part would be 8 minus 15. And our b part would just be 26i. So then, expressing it in a plus bi form, we would just separate out the terms, something like that. This can be checked on your calculator. You just can't put it in the vertical fraction. You can't use this vertical fraction because they did not program it to work with I. So you're just going to have to set up a horizontal fraction. And again, the I button is second, and then the decimal key. I will now type in our answer to verify that. Okay, so that's the A part. And there's the B part. So our B matches the B, and our A matches the A. So we're feeling pretty good about that. I'll take a screenshot. Okay, and then there's our final answer. Thanks for watching.